The Miami Dolphins just made a trade that could turn their quarterback, the Samoan sniper, into a Super Bowl champion. The Dolphins have finally decided to exercise their option on Tua's contract, which means he's staying with the team until 2024 and getting a whopping $23 million payday. That's a bargain for a quarterback who could potentially lead his team to a Super Bowl victory. But that's not all. The Dolphins also just made a trade with the Los Angeles Rams that has everyone talking.
How about Jalen Ramsey? He's taken his talents to South Beach, okay? The Dolphins are acquiring the star cornerback through a trade with the Rams, sending Los Angeles a third-round pick in this year's draft.
But you look at Miami defensively, coming from a team that we talked about and lost our damn minds about last year with blitzing so much, and now you get Vic Fangio. But I think Jalen Ramsey is now going to be back in a position like he was in L.A., with Staley, where you are around guys that play at a very high level.
When it comes to the totality of their football team, there's two elite teams in the AFC right now, Kansas City and Cincinnati. This puts Miami in the conversation to have a chance to win the AFC title if they all stay healthy.
In exchange for a third-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft and tight end Hunter Long, the Dolphins are getting cornerback Jalen Ramsey. This guy is a big deal. He's been named an Associated Press All-Pro selection 3 times in the past 4 seasons.
Try to get back to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. So I'm just another piece of the puzzle. I'm going to bring all that there, but I'm going to bring that piece of the puzzle there. I got some experience in it, and I'm going to hopefully help those guys visualize it, and we're going to go get it. But we got to put the work in.
So many different ways. But the other part of this is, and Jason, you know this, Jalen's smart enough to play all those spots. But you need the rest of your defense to have guys that can move around as well, right? If you want to move Jalen, that's going to be the part that I want to watch during training camp in this offseason. If you have a versatile nickel that you can move and you have those other pieces, right, that can do it, because if those guys can do it, Jalen can play anywhere on the field, and you know he wants to, and Vic Fangio's probably licking his chops right now.
What's really interesting is that Ramsey will be the 4th defensive back in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro at least 3 times before turning 30 years old and playing for at least 3 teams in that time. But here's the craziest part. The other 3 players who have been in this situation all played for a Super Bowl winning team in their first season with their 3rd team. Deion Sanders did it with the Dallas Cowboys, Darrelle Revis did it with the New England Patriots, and Tyrann Mathieu did it with the Kansas City Chiefs. So can Ramsey help the Dolphins win a Super Bowl too?
The Miami Dolphins. They should be the favorites to win the AFC East.
You know what? They are looking really strong. They are looking really strong. It's all Tua dependent. It's all Tua dependent.
Well, there's one thing that sets the Dolphins apart from those other teams. They didn't make it to the Super Bowl the season before adding their star defensive back. In fact, Tua was sidelined with a concussion in the first round of the AFC playoffs. Maybe the addition of Ramsey will give the Dolphins the boost they need to make a Super Bowl run. What do you think? Will the Dolphins be early Super Bowl favorites this season? Let me know in the comments. This trade has got everyone buzzing, and we can't wait to see what happens next. Stay tuned, Phinhub fam.